Hi, I'm Monica Ko, and for my final oral exam, I will talk about an important time in history. Well, if I could go back in time, I will choose back in time of World War II, exactly in 1945. If I had lived in this time, I would have lived in Germany because in this country was where the most important events occurred and the most important characters in this time lived, such as Anne Frank or Adolf Hitler. And as we know, the Second World War was a global military conflict that developed between 1939 and 1945. And in this time, the world was divided in two parts. One part with the countries of Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the other part with the countries of France, England, United States, and Soviet Union. And it was the worst moment in history because millions of people, civilians, soldiers, died between 50 and 70 millions. At this time, I could have been a nurse because I would have liked to help all the people affected by the war. And I think the nurses have an important role at this time, and I feel that, and I could have contributed a lot, helping in the hospital, visiting the sick people, and even going to battlefields to try healing wounds or making transfusions. I wouldn't have had a normal lifestyle because I would have lived with fear for 6 years that the war lasted. I would have spent all day in uniform, going to hospital and battlefields to try to save the people. I wouldn't be able to visit my family. Most of my family and friends will have died. And it will be the saddest thing in my life, and even I will put my life at risk every day. I think I could have also experienced good things. The most important thing was to save lives of many people and give a little hope at that time because all the people lived with fear for dying or lose their family, houses, and even their country. And I think I could have met Anne Frank and know a little more about her history and family history. I would have preferred to know her than Adolf Hitler because I think Adolf Hitler was the worst person of whole history, and Anne Frank was the bravest and stronger girl for all history. Well, on the other hand, I would also have surrounded myself with danger, such as bombs, shots, being caught and taken to a concentration camp, and even infections in hospital. I think if I had lived during Second World War, I could have died at any time. Well, that's all. Thank you for your attention.